Alright guys, it is the end of February, actually a day before the end of February, and I've watched all the movies that I'm going to be watched new release wise in February, so I thought I'd put up my reviews for the month. As I said, they're all going up live. First thing, as soon as they're up, they're going to be put up on Instagram. They're not going to be put up here, they're not going to be a full video, but I thought I'd put up a video here, just a quick recap of all the reviews, for people that might not have Instagram or people that don't use it, whatever. I'm going to put it here at the end of every single month, just for the sake of it, for you guys that might be still interested that can't use Instagram. So let's get into the month of February. Alright, so as you can see, we are on my Instagram right now. It is at AceDavies. Make sure you give me a follow. We'll start off with Uncut Gems. This movie was released in cinemas never in Australia. So that's why it came out on Netflix very, very early. I think it was 30th or 31st of January. I didn't see this till Feb 1, so it just missed the cut of the January movies. But here we go for Uncut Gems. Adam Sandler gives us a great performance to lead this fast-paced drama. This film is an intense, stressful character piece with a terrific ending. There could have been some time to breathe and some directorial changes I don't love. Choices, should I say. But this movie still delivers, and that's exactly right. Sandler was terrific in this, one of his best movies, surely. But again, it just goes, it's such a high-paced movie. Like, it's just so stressful and high-paced. I think Time to Breathe, I know people that's like, everyone praises this movie because of that. I would have liked some Time to Breathe. I don't know if Adam Sandler was necessarily snubbed for an Oscar for this one, because I think maybe Taron Egerton was probably snubbed more for his work in Rocket Man, but it was definitely one of his best performances and a well-deserving B. Moving up, we got a couple of TV and Oscar posts. The next one we saw is Just Mercy. This is another movie that got a late Australia release, didn't come out till early February. This movie is impactful, emotional, and engaging. Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx are terrific, and the story is truly important. Delivering the right message through a true story can be hard, but this film does just that. A B+. This movie definitely got me more emotional than I was expecting to. Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx absolutely crushed this film. And yeah, just getting a story and a true story, telling the right message and conveying it through a story can be really hard. And trying to get, the right tones and everything set throughout the film so you actually give a shit. They crushed it. I can't remember who directed this film, but they did a terrific job. Moving on to Birds of Prey. This is one of the most anticipated films going into the year. One of the only high points of Suicide Squad was Harley Quinn, so giving her a movie made sense. But this felt much of the same. Poor writing with lots of bright colours and excessive scenes. Margot Robbie and Ewan McGregor are entertaining enough to keep you watching this hot mess. It's very close to Suicide Squad. It's not as bad. I think Suicide Squad got a lot worse with watching, so maybe this could get worse with watching. But I liked Margot Robbie's performance. I liked Ewan McGregor's performance a lot. But there's so much cringy dialogue in this film. The story is very, very basic. And halfway through, I'm like, wait, what is this story? Like, what are we actually doing here? Does it really matter? It was odd. It was weird. It was entertaining, and I didn't hate it. That's why I think I had to give it a positive rating. Even though this is literally, the C+ is the lowest positive rating I can give it. I thought I'll give it a positive rating, but it was definitely a disappointment, to say the least. Moving on, shout out to my guy Hugh Grant, a couple of news stories. Then we got Sonic the Hedgehog. This was, I think, it was mid-February for this one. From a video game to the big screen, this flick gives us plenty of laughs and entertaining scenes with a great Jim Carrey. Definitely catered for kids and is very silly and cliche, but if you're a Sonic fan, you'll have a great time. The redesign proves worthwhile. A B-. I had a lot of fun with this movie. I really did. I had heaps of fun with this movie. It's definitely a kids movie. It's definitely made for kids, but it was hilarious. Jim Carrey is just classic Jim Carrey getting to do his thing, and I was very surprised how good this movie was. A couple more posts, and we got the latest one, literally the last film I see in February, and that was Fantasy Island. This flick gives us a mess of bad acting and cringy dialogue. As a remake, it doesn't know if it's trying to be a fantasy mystery movie or a horror slasher. The only redeeming factors are a few chuckles and some plot points that are decent enough. This film isn't worth your time. Look, I hate to do it to him, but I'm going to do it to him. It's been a while. I think I didn't give out a C- or a D+ or a D the entire last year. So this is probably the worst film I've seen in, the last at least 14 months. So it was disappointing. I didn't hate it. I think if I hate a film, it's going to be in that D+ range. But just me not liking it is generally going to be in that C- or C range. And I think this just fell into, look, it did have a couple of things, so I can't be like, I hated it, I wanted to get out there, but this wasn't a great film. It definitely, should have been a hell lot of better, because I think they actually had the idea not down pat, but I think there was some room to move here where they could have made it a lot better. But that is it, guys. As I said, this is where you can find me on Instagram. It's right there. All that stuff. It's not just reviews. It's also TV news, other stuff, movie news, me talking about TV shows, me just talking about random old movies, whatever it may be. It's all there. But I'm going to flick it back to myself. Alright, so that was it, guys. The quick recap of, 5 or 6 films that I saw through February, the new release ones at least. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know below whatever you want to talk about. I just dropped my 2020 movie collection video. It's all up there. It's doing very, very well, so hopefully you guys can go and click on there. All that stuff. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's what this whole video is about. It's my Instagram stuff, so follow me there at AceDavies. Enough blabbering. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.